nations. Do you know that the meeting just took place a couple of days back? It says that a G20 panel calls for global digital health passports. This is where it's pushing everything digital. Everything digital. This was the discussion at the G20.
So let's have a digital health certificate acknowledged by WHO if you have been vaccinated or tested properly, then you can move around. So for the next pandemic, instead of stopping the movement of the people 100%, which clogged the economy globally, you can still provide some movement of the people. Indonesia has achieved, G20 country has agreed to have this digital certificate using WHO standard, and we will submit into the next World Health Assembly in Geneva as the revision to international health regulation. So hopefully for the next pandemic, we can still see some movement of the people, some movement of the...
He's not asking, he's telling you there's going to be a next sickness. And what are they trying to get? That passport, health passport. Yes, so, and he says so that we can have some movement. Now, friends, someone says, okay, when they introduce this, how are we going to give the loud cry? Let me say this. God took Philip after he baptized the man. The man just came out, boom, God transported him, placed him in another place. We're not going to even need to take an aeroplane. God will take us off this. If God wants me in the United, boom, I'll be in the United States. There, put me there, start preaching, and boom, into another continent. The loud cry, we're not going to be dependent on aeroplanes. We're not going to be dependent on... Do you know that Elijah ran faster than the horses, and the horses followed Elijah? If we're not going to need cars to go and preach the loud cry, God says we need you 2 hours from here. You don't need to start your car and say, I got no money to buy petrol. You can't buy or sell that time. God will supernaturally give you strength, and those legs will move. You'll be in another place within a split second. You'll preach that message. Now, this is at the G20. Whose side is